Okay, guys, let's continue studying this logic and computer science. And let me tell you something really important. What is the goal of the zero order language? And I said before, like the zero order language, we can represent with the L and this closing in brackets LC, then the cone, then the form. We know what this each of elements means. Once again, I want to remind you this. The LC means the logical constants, and the logical constants are the symbols like the negation, conjunction, disjunction. You can verify my previous video to check all the information. And this section is the non-logical constants, and this is part of the form. So now, what is our goal? Our goal is with the zero order language try to find some formulas, valid formulas. Let me explain you why. If we say that the non-logical constants, which is this is the subset of the form. So in other words, that is a close relation with the non-logical constants like A, B, C, and any another letter with the forms. At the beginning, this is a little bit strange. We have something that we call atomic formulas. What this means is, this is the minimum expression of the non-logical constants. And this is could be in this case like P. P is one atomic formulas, and this belongs to a form. Now, this is another example. The Q the Q it's one atomic formula, and when I say atomic formula is the minimum expression in the non-logical constants. So that means Q belongs to the form. So that means that P is a form and Q is a valid form. So also we can say that the negation of P it's also a valid form. And if we put the negation of I don't know Q also it's a valid form. So let's verify what is not a valid or invalid form. Let's put this example. In the L3, I'm going to put this example, logical constants, and then I'm going to put in the non-logical constants A and B. I close this non-logical constants, and then I'm going to put this which correspond to the form. Remember what is our goal. Our goal is to make some valid formulas. So let me tell you this. If we put negation of a superset of negation of B, this is not a valid formula. But maybe you can say, hey Osvaldo, you say that the negation of something and it's valid. Yeah, I know, but it's not a valid formula because, well, first we check that we achieve this goal, the non-logical constants, so it's here. But they're missing here symbols, and I'll tell you that the symbols missing is just the parentheses. So the correct way to write this is parentheses A superset negation of B, and this is a valid formula. So we can continue with this belongs to a form, but this does not belong to a form. Let me give you one example just to understand this. If we put parentheses A, the conjunction B, superset of A, my question is this a valid formula? Yes or not? Okay, let's make some action to verify if this is a valid formula. Let's just separate and try to make atomic formulas. If we put an example, this A conjunction B, and this we take by separate, with an example just with the A, this is not an atomic formula because there's no parentheses here. And well, can be a valid formula. So if we put the vice versa, if we start with A and we put B, a superset of A, this is not a valid formula because there are no parentheses. It's really important that we achieve our goal to have the logical or the complete logical constants. So I hope this can help you a little bit. Okay, let's stop here and let's continue in the next video.